Hey VC, it is contest time, and I'm glad to participate in Jack's contest. Jack is the Vinyl Martini. Outstanding channel. Everything that guy does, I watch. He just did a big series exploring a collection he acquired. It was super fun watching him flip through all that. Jack's contest is simple. He's trying to celebrate 2 years of creating videos in the VC, and all he wants us to do is show a discography of one of our favorite bands. Thankfully, he put the parameters on that you don't need to have the entire discography. Thank you, Jack. That's why I'm here, because I don't own everything yet by this band. Someday I will. That band, my number one favorite band, Pearl Jam. They are top of mind right now because they just released a single, Dark Matter, off their album coming out of the same name in April. That'll be their 12th studio album. That band's been around for 33 years. And, you know, I'm completely biased here. They can do no wrong by me. Everything they've put out, I'll defend. And anyway, we'll leave it at that. Let's just get right into it. What do I own by Pearl Jam? Okay, I don't own an original 10. I want an original 10. Who the hell doesn't if you love the band? What I do have is the big deluxe box set that came out to fan club members. Oh, I don't know, over 10 years, well, a long time ago now. So that is pretty cool. It has a lot of stuff in it. It's got the original album. It's got a remix by Brendan O'Brien of the original album. It's got another piece of wax for the Drop in the Park concert they did. It's got like this fake notebook with, you know, chicken scratch and lyrics in it. It's got a actual cassette tape. It's got a CD. It's got the Unplugged DVD when they did MTV Unplugged. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It was a well worth it kind of expenditure. That being said, there's subsequent box sets that I don't own yet, and I got to get on that. Okay, so that covers the first album basically. The second album they released, first one obviously in 1991 in August, and then the second one that came out was in 1993, and that was Versus. So I got Versus. It's not an original. Someday I'll just have all the Pearl Jam originals, but that's going to cost a lot of money. Then I'm missing a few. And then, well, actually, I'm just missing one. I'm missing the next one, which is Vitology. I'll acquire that someday. I have the CD of Vitology. Actually, it's my sister's CD, and I know she's probably watching this. And yeah, too bad. I still have it, and I'm never giving it back. Too bad. So after Vitology, which was 1994, then No Code comes out in 1996. I love this album. This is when the fan base for Pearl Jam kind of started to leave the band a bit. They didn't like the sound that was on this. They had a different drummer, and that drummer brought a kind of a different flair. But if you look into the band, look into the history, it's actually that drummer that probably kept this band together. His name was Jack Irons. He was with the Chili Peppers. Comes on with these guys, helps them through some pretty rough, tumultuous times as far as band dynamics go. They put out No Code. I love No Code. My favorite song, one of my top 3 favorite Pearl Jam songs, In My Tree, is on that album. After No Code, we get into Yield. Yield's 1998. Outstanding album too. Another favorite song, Given to Fly, is on this album. When I got into Pearl Jam, it was just before that album came out in 98. If any of my buddies from high school are watching, which they're not, but they would know that I fell into that band pretty hard, and it was right around that time. I still remember the first time I saw that album. It was a CD at the time. I still remember listening to it. I think I was listening to Brain of Jay first, and then Do the Evolution. Incredible stuff. Of course, it's incredible. It's always incredible with Pearl Jam. There is no failures here. And then I'm missing a whole bunch after that. Binaural comes out in 2000. Riot Act in 2002. The self-titled The Avocado album in 2006. Backspacer 2009. Lightning Bolt in 2013. And then we have this huge 6-7 year stretch before Gigaton comes out, which came out in 2020. So this is their latest album. I think this is fantastic. There's a lot of heavy rockers on here, and then there's a couple slower ones that I occasionally I'll skip, except for one slow song, Comes Then Goes, which is incredible. Listen to Comes Then Goes. Beautiful stuff with presumably Eddie on acoustic guitar. Great stuff. So that's pretty much all I have. Well, no, I do have some other stuff, but I'll stick with the actual band stuff. I have some Eddie Vedder related things, but just for the sake of the contest and keeping it brief here, that is my Pearl Jam discography plus the live on 2 Legs, which is the best of album that came out just around the time that Yield was out. So that's what I got so far for Pearl Jam. That collection is by no means complete. I will just keep devouring that content. Anything they put out, I will probably buy. yeah, that's pretty much it. I do have all the CDs, but this is a vinyl thing, so I'm just going to stick with that. Yeah, so there you go, Jack. That's what I have for that. The other portion of Jack's contest is name 2 other channels in the vinyl community. I got Drop the Needle Records. Of course, these will be linked down below. Drop the Needle Records, I believe he just started this year, maybe at the start of the year with the vinyl tag. Got Curtis over at Young LP Lovers. I believe that's a fellow Canadian, I'm thinking from my home province. And we got VU Meters, Rich over at VU Meters. I'm loving what this guy's putting out already. Some pretty high-end content there. So that's it. Jack, you do a wonderful job, man. Can't wait to meet you one day. Jack's a fellow BC VC member. And yeah, I imagine I'll make it down his way someday and we'll share a drink and listen to some records. I think I just invited myself over. Sorry. Anyways, great job, Jack. Keep up the great work. Congrats. Spin it often. Spin it loud.